Hey, it's Don, the Auction Professor. Today I thought I would show you some of the oddball items that we sell that garner us a good return on our investment. Everything I'm going to show you we paid almost nothing for, if not nothing. So let's hop over to the screen right now and show you some of what's sold. So here we are with the first item. This is just some Junko card that was put in a bin of quarter items. That's where I got this from, along with many, many other items. It's nothing fancy. It's just advertising a send-away to get catalogs, if I remember right. I sold it for $22. I have a quarter into this. Just a perfect example of things that most people would pass up. It doesn't look like much, but it's advertising with a bulldog on it. The dog does help sell it. Some sheet music. Now this is one of those free ones that I acquired from the university. This one sold for $45. For those in Patreon, you saw a whole bunch of other ones that sold. I am selling them constantly at this point. We are listing tons of sheet music across the board. I've got, 4,000 or 5,000 sheets to list right this very minute. So you're going to see some sheet music going out the door for good price. Next one here is a postcard, anthropomorphic ducks fishing. Rather cute. $12.99 out the door on that one. Another piece of sheet music. I sold this one for $15. That's about average, plus they paid postage. Everything I'm showing you, they paid postage for. The buyer did. Now the next one here is an empty folder for a 78 record set. There are no records in here. It's the folder only, and I sold it for $19.99. I was given this because the records were broken, so I discarded the records and I sold this for $20. I have nothing into it whatsoever. I sell these quite often because most of the time if the records are destroyed, I can still get the folders for nothing or maybe $1 at the very, very most. Next one here is a photo booth photo from World War II from Honolulu of a U.S. sailor with a hula girl. Every one of these I have sold. This is the last one that I had. I sold 8 or 9 of these, anywhere from $35 to $75 a piece. They sell incredibly well. They're small size little photos. Next one here is a Christmas 78 record. These usually sell around this time of year for pretty much top dollar. This one did sell for $34.50. I've got a quarter or so into this one. It was bought in a huge lot of some other records. Most of them were this style of music on Decca labels, so I did very, very well with this one. Andrews Sisters is a good seller as well. Christmas Island. Now here is a letter opener / some sort of knife. It's retractable. It's an advertising piece from Marathon Oil. It did sell for $34.50. Plus, again, they paid shipping like everyone else does. Now this next one's a bunch of paper from the SS Resolute. It's a Hamburg American Line steamer that went across the ocean. It's a steamship company, basically, and I've had many items from the same ship in the past. They did a world tour at one time. This is just some random pieces of paper from the ship in just so-so condition. I took $18.50 out of these. I bought a huge lot. I sold 1 or 2 items out of that lot. All the rest of the stuff is free, including this right here, so it's all profit less the fees. Now here's another roller skating label. I get these quite often. Even if I'm only buying one, I will buy it, as long as it's a good, decent one. 30s, 40s, or 50s are the key time frame for these. I've got less than $1 into this one, and it sold for $20 fairly quickly. Now we sell labels like this or very similar to this all the time. It doesn't have to be roller skating. There are so many other topics that there's labels for like this, or stickers or advertisements, that we can sell them constantly. It's something that I always look for. Next one here is a beer bottle label. This would have been on a beer bottle. I sold it for $45 to a collector. Very happy with that. It was up for a little while. Very, very good return on my investment. I have pennies into this item. Now the next one here is a set of cufflinks and a tie clip for the Masonic organization. Very nice, unique item. $24.50 is what I took on it. I spent $2 to buy the set of these, and off they went. So I made about $20 on this purchase here. I didn't even clean them or anything. They're just as found on these as you see them. Now the next item is a brand new NOS still sealed music box. This was bought in a huge assortment of music boxes that I had. I've done many things and sold tons out of this lot. This is a freebie. I have nothing into this. It went for $15 plus shipping. Next one here is one of many photos, 8x10 photos that I sold from World War II. And this is advertisement or publicity photo from the company that made the airplane. I've sold tons of these. We sell them constantly. The same person bought several as well as other people who bought them in the same time frame also. This is a staple of my business. We've got thousands and thousands of 8x10s up and to list right this very minute. Next one here is a tobacco card. This would have been inserted into boxes or bags of tobacco back in the day. Some cigarette packs would have these too. Larillard's Tiger Fine Cut. And it went for 15 bucks. I've got 50 cents or so into this purchase, as well as many others from the same company, from the same line. Next one is a small lady's pocket chain pocket knife of some sorts. It is marked. It's kind of like a charm, but it has a vintage 1920s chain with it. Still in nice condition. The chain itself could be used for a pocket watch as well. It's all there. It's an excellent working order. It's sold for 55 bucks. I have $1 into this one here. Now the next one's a 1920s travel brochure from Los Angeles, from the Biltmore Hotel. I had a couple of items from the same hotel. They've all went in the 25 to say $35 range. This one I sold for 25 bucks as well. It's not in the best condition. It's old. It is original, but that's about average on what we get for most of these. Is 25 to 35 bucks. I was very happy with it. I don't have anything into it hardly, so perfect sale item there. Now here's the last remnants of this big lot I had, and all of these are parts or pieces. Nothing is complete. Nothing is all together there. And there was a bunch of loose pieces as well as a big box of junk as well. I sold it for 100 bucks with shipping. Cost me around $26 or $27 to ship. I've already made hundreds and hundreds of dollars out of this assortment here, plus many others. So I've got nothing whatsoever into this. So it's still a real good return on my investment. When I just blow out this stuff once it's been up for a little while, I wanted the space. Boom, I got the space. Now the next one here is a Civil War commission from 1865 from a U.S. soldier in the Ohio Volunteer Infantry. And this one I sold for 175 bucks. I have $1 or $2 into it. This was in a bunch of stuff in an envelope with some other information listed on the top. It said Coke blotters, but that was not what was in this. So I have nothing hardly into it. I made 150 bucks or so after fees and everything is said and done. Very happy with that sale. Now this next item is a window display card for a store. It says, "Do not lean on the glass." This is something that was sat on the glass display cases in a shop. Chances are like a Five and Dime or a pharmacy or something along that line. And this is for a pharmacy product, Brown's Iron Bitter. I had 8 of these all in told. I have 1 left. This is the lowest I got for any one of these individual items, which is 70 bucks. I paid $2 a piece for these in all honesty. So very, very, very happy. It was mixed in with some new modern day stuff as well as some older stuff, but these are the legit, original, real deal items. This person bought 3 for 70 bucks a piece. Now all the rest sold for over $100 a piece. I'm blowing out the last. I have 1 out of those 8 left, and that's it. So we've made over $700 profit on this purchase from this. And this is 1 for 70 bucks here. This is 2 for 70 bucks here. And this is the third one, another 70 bucks. So this person spent 210 bucks on us all at the same time. They're actually talking about coming back and getting the last one if I'll give them a better price on it, which I probably would. So anyway, that's what I have for you today. Well, there you are. Hopefully that gave you some ideas and some thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell a friend.